Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to our daily stock market insights. We are going to go ahead and talk about the other stocks in the Philippine Stock Exchange that are quite popular. And I'm not sure if any of these stocks are in your portfolio. And if they are, I hope we will be able to provide good insights that might be able to help you in how you will be managing your positions on Monday. All right, the first on our list for today is Ali. Ali over here. Wow, what's this? 2 days ago, Ayala Land to launch 6.2 billion bonds with exchange offer. Okay, but then looking at the chart right now, it's about to approach a possible double bottom over here. We're very near our support. I'm looking at this level as our support area. Let's take a look at the weekly chart. All right. Oh, okay. So we might see some stabilization right over here because this level also created that what do you call that, consolidation. So hopefully it manages to just hold at that level. Otherwise, the next possible drop could be right here. And let's see how these news will influence the next moves of Ali. In the meantime, use 31.04 as our support and just manage your position sizes, at the same time your risk to reward ratio. If it goes beyond that, make sure you already have allotted your threshold up to how much in terms of dip are you going to willing to take. And otherwise, if it reaches your threshold, then I suggest execute your trade. Otherwise, it's going to be really, really hard to exit when it's already, you know, big percent in terms of loss. Next is URC. Let's talk about URC with this cool music background. I hope it doesn't distract you, just to give us some mood. Okay, for URC, I see that it is trying to retrace, and hopefully it just stabilizes at this level. This is a possible bounce area. Notice when it touched the 135.17, we had that wick. People bought at that level. So that's a good sign. That could also mean a possible bounce already at that level. However, it would really be best if we see a green candlestick forming at this area, and it will confirm that bounce. Now, if you want to understand which key levels will it potentially create that bounce, you can do this right over here. This is what you call our Fibonacci retracement. Okay, looks like, see that it respected this level. It even made so I'll remove this. It's in between the other side. Let us see. This is the first line over here as a possible area of bounce. If that gets sustained, then we will see it start at 137.20, and then it pushes the price higher. Otherwise, the next possible drop could be around 133.77, which is right a little higher than your MA20 line. You see that? So these are your key levels, key areas where a stock could potentially bounce. So this is a Fibonacci retracement. It measures that the key levels or key areas where you will see a price dropping and then bouncing. And so far, this is still respecting uptrend channel. Okay. Next one is GTCAP. GTCAP, okay, still on a decline, as you can see here. If you are to do a trend line, it's still on a decline, as you can see, and it created that lower high. Now this one over here, when it dropped, it broke the MA20 level, and then it served as a resistance. So first key area that you guys could monitor and check could be this price level, because this is where you had your consolidation. When the price stopped at that level, then you had some slight bounces that happened there. So let's see if it will hold at your 400 level. There's also a support over here. Otherwise, if that gets broken, then similar to this, where it established a lower high, and if that gets broken, you might see a lower low, which is basic, criteria of a downtrend. So just observe this first, see if it bounces. If not, watch out for the price level to drop around 386.54. A reason for that is you still have this gap that wasn't filled yet. Okay, so it took how many months for it to closely revisit, but I just have a feeling if it doesn't hold here, it will just fill this gap and then recover outright, right? And let's see how much it has dropped from March. Oh, wow, wow. From an 800 level now down to 300 level. So that's a big drop in revenue. GTCAP income falls as banking auto units falter. GT Capital posts lower H1 net income. Wow. So not a surprise. A lot of companies have been badly beaten because of the COVID situation in the country. Okay, so let's take a look at this stock, ICT over here. Somehow from March, it has started to climb up with some slow pacing recovery at the moment. And let's look at this price level as your short term resistance. Okay, you see this? When the price hits this level very near your resistance, there's a rejection that's happening. And let's observe this key level. This used to be a resistance right here. So if it drops, there's also a big chance that it might create consolidation here and continue to push the price higher if market sentiment is still there. Okay, so far I think this stock is on its way to recovery. And how much? Okay, so at one point it reached the peak of 150 level, and you are now halfway there. Okay, so if you want, you can wait for an opportunity whereby a price drops for a few pesos, and probably 105 could be your next possible support that you can consider. Let's see how it looks like here in your RSI. Okay, so I think it's really retracing at the moment. While the price is moving up here, moving higher, your RSI has encountered some decline in momentum. So I just feel that there's a possibility that it will touch 105 level before it takes off again. So just observe. Hopefully 105 does not break there. Next is Meralco. Let's find some good music as our background. Let's use that. Okay. Still doing so far. I see this as a sideways movement, right? But looking at how the last candlestick performed, it somehow respected your MA20 level, as you can see here. So this used to be your resistance, which is following the MA20 line. Now that we broke out of that, it is just trying to reestablish and revisit that support, previous resistance, and now we managed to break out of that. It will most likely do this and then continue to move higher. Okay, so just watch out. The rule here is not exactly the rule. You can create a condition that if a green candlestick comes out around 268 level, then you can enter. Some people would also like to just go ahead and enter at the 268 level because that's an MA20 line and a possible key level, bounce area when we're higher than that. Looks like, let's try to observe what happened here. So see this, as it gets near your MA20 line, there's that bounce. And now when you are moving below the MA20 level, try to observe what happens. We're moving below the MA20 line, and this is also what I have mentioned previously. When it triggers your lower Bollinger Band, from a constricted Bollinger Band, tendency is there's a significant drop, or it's either a significant increase in the price from a constricted Bollinger Band. So true enough, what happened here. Now, following the MA20 indicator, once we're moving lower than that level, when it touches the MA20 area, or it goes closer to that MA20 area, rejection happens, because MA20 in a declining stock, your MA20 can act as a resistance. See this over here? Each time it hits that, it experiences a decline. Now, hopefully what we're trying to monitor here is that when it touches the MA20, now that we are higher than the MA20, bounce will happen. So that's why we're plotting a support at that level at the moment, because we're looking into a possibility that a bounce could also happen right at that area. Otherwise, if it breaks MA20, then that's a different story. We could already have some more declines there, and the next possible drop could be this level over here. That's a support area. Okay, just putting that there, so at least you know where are your key levels. Support, because consolidation happened here. If you move to the left, you also have another one here, another one here. So it just simply supports the analysis that indeed that's an area of support. Next one is MRC. MRC also experienced some profit taking for the past 1 to 3 days. And let us see if it will continue to drop some more and revisit your 23 level, and then continue to bounce right after that. So far, this stock has really dropped significantly, and hopefully it will just continue to recover in the days to come. MRC is into renewable energy. Okay. So another key level to check out. If it drops more, next possible drop would be around 0.22. There. The next one is MPI. MPI also revisited your MA20 line. So I'd like to put that as our support level, because see that consolidation here was a support before, became a resistance when we broke out of that level, and then eventually we also broke out, but it didn't sustain. Now, so those are key levels. So when your previous resistance can act, your previous support can become a resistance when you're in a downtrend, but when you're starting to become bullish, your previous resistance will again become a support, which is, I think, going to be the case here. So these are your key levels to watch out for. MPI over here had a support at this level, but we broke the support, and now that we managed to recover and experience a breakout there, now what you have is just a retest. It's a confirmation, creating possibly a new support right there, revisiting the key level and establishing a support. Next, is HLCM. HLCM over here is, I think, also revisiting previous support. This used to be a support over here, right? And then we're starting to break that. I think we have reached the bottom for HLCM, right? Um, we experienced it at 4.61, slightly moving very slowly, and now we're higher than MA20 line. I think this is a good level for those people who believe in the stock. Just guys, just make sure you do your research in terms of finding out the financial condition, financial health of the company, because that's not covered in this discussion. We're only looking at the technicals. We're looking at the charts, the candlesticks, and I'm telling you guys, in so many occasions, even if a chart looks very, very attractive, our insights get negated because of fundamentals or because of whatever news that might come out the coming days. So just strike a balance between the two. I suggest use fundamentals to really help you identify which stock to engage in. That way, you are not too worried in case there's some slight drop or dips in the performance. Your technical analysis will tell you when to get in this stock. And for now, I see a support forming for HLCM around the 5.21 level. So some people would like to wait for probably um, at the closing time, right? They'd wait at the closing time to really get a full picture of how the day performed. And if they see a bullish sentiment, that's when they get in. For now, I see what I can say here is maybe wait for a green candlestick. Some people would do that, or they would risk and enter at this level right away because they see a support. So it all depends on how you're looking at a stock, what your mindset is before you enter in a stock. The next one is APX. See, APX also bounced. So I mentioned this for those people who may have requested this in our previous video. I said that normally a gap gets filled, and in this case, it even filled that slightly higher than that area, and it dropped. But one good thing about this stock is it respects the MA20 line. So I haven't really read about the current condition of APX. But so far, for the past how many weeks, mining sector has been rallying. I think this is the effect of that. Some other stocks in the mining um, industry are also doing the same. Okay, so let's see if it will continue to give us some more bullish sentiment in the coming days. The nearest resistance I'm looking at would be this level, 1.75, because I see this. All right, let's check out how our market summary looks like. Still a lot of foreign selling that happened. A lot of decliners. Holdings company are still rallying, but most of the stocks really dropped. Okay, block sales. So some of these stocks we already covered. Okay, guys, so there you have it. I also have recorded another video last Thursday. I think that will still stand because we did not have any trading, or the market was closed last Friday because it was a holiday. So I think whatever insights we shared there are still applicable for Monday. I have added the link in the description box, so in case you have not watched that and your stocks are in it, I'm inviting you guys to watch. And don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you're always updated whenever we have new videos. I'm doing this every single day. That's for myself and for you guys as well. I enjoy that a lot of you are also supporting this channel, and I hope I'm able to help somehow. But at the end of the day, guys, please do your research. Learn the skill. This is a skill. This is not a form of gambling, like some people might think. If we are able to replicate profitable trades every single time, not 100%, it's expected that there will be a losing trades at one point, but if you're able to replicate profitable trades using the same methodology or using the same indicators, and each time you process those information, you're accurate, then you're slowly advancing your skill at that point. So if we do this every single day, join me, and we'll develop and refine our skills together. In the meantime, thank you guys for watching, and have a happy Sunday. Bye bye for now.